Forward to this computer. And welcome everyone to the Ossining Public Library Saturday morning yoga class. I'm Stacy, and we're going to be doing a hatha yoga practice this morning. We're starting on our backs. We have blocks. We're lying over the blocks. The block on the highest level under the head, the block on the medium level between the shoulder blades. Soles of the feet joined together, knees drop open if that works for you. Otherwise, have your feet flat on the floor. Arms out to the side, palms up. Sensing where your body meets the floor. And then sensing with conscious awareness your breath. And then beginning to deepen your breath. Slow down the exhalation and complete the exhalation. Sensing the fullness of your breath. Continue and take 5 more full conscious breaths here in this position. And when you have completed those 5 breaths, begin to bring yourself to a seated upright position. Sukhasana, easy pose, legs crossed. And take that conscious awareness with you as you move into a seated position. Starting again with the places where your body is connecting to the floor. Sense the length of your spine starting at the base, at the tailbone. Following the energy line of your spine as it rises up through the center of your body, through your neck, and up through the crown of your head. Maintain that awareness of the spine as you sense the breath. Soften your belly. Allow it to expand as your diaphragm expands down into the abdomen to take in more breath. So those of you who joined maybe a little bit late, I'm just reminding you, if you didn't fully read the email, that we will not be starting in person next week. The library board of trustees needs the room, so we'll start in person the following week, September 17th. So I look forward to seeing you all then in person, whoever can join in person, and I will continue to stream live through Zoom as well. So bringing awareness back into the body, placing the hands on the knees. Move the shoulders in circles. over the hips. Staying conscious of your breath and also conscious of your body and the sensations you feel through these movements. Change directions. Noticing any areas of extra tension or discomfort, not judging it, just being aware of it. So you can be mindful, so you can be conscious with your movement through your practice today. Causing no harm, ahimsa, is the yogic term for non-harming. Sit with your spine tall, shoulders relaxed down. And bring the arms out to the side. Inhale them up overhead. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale up. Welcoming in the new day, welcoming the breath, the body, the spirit. Inhale up. All joining you together on your mat this morning. Exhaling down. Now roll the shoulders up and back. And then reverse. Maintaining conscious awareness of your body and your breath today to stay in tune with what your body needs and what it does not need. So if at any point during our class today you feel something is not right, a position isn't working for you, come out of it or come halfway out of it and come back into it only partly, or try something different. Now taking your twist, bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist starting at the base of the spine, moving your way up slowly till finally you get to the ribs, shoulders, neck, and head, and look behind. Deepen your breath. Lengthen as you inhale. Soften the spine and melt into your twist as you exhale. And release. Come back to facing forward. And then bring the right hand to the left knee. Inhale. And as you exhale, visualize your spine starting at the base, gently twisting. That twist slowly working its way up until finally the shoulders, neck, and head. Twist, gazing behind you. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhaling, you can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that and really feel the spine in this position. Twists are detoxifying. Positioning gently squeezes the internal organs, squeezing out old, stale stuff. And then as we breathe deeply and exhale and release, freshly oxygenated blood rushes into those areas that were just squeezed and reviving, restoring, rejuvenating. Let's go back to the shoulders and inhale the shoulders all the way up to the ears as high as you can. And exhale. Exhale completely and release and do it again. Inhale up. Exhale. Let it go. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up high to your ears and exhale. Let it go. Very good. Straighten the legs out in front of you and tap out your knees. Bring your feet a little wider apart and bring the toes apart and together. Warming up the hip joint. Just circle the ankles in one direction and then the other direction. And point and flex. Straighten the legs out in front. Bring the palms together in front of your heart and do some wrist yoga. So palms are together. Open your hands towards your face, then bring the back of the hands together. Fingers towards you and then down toward the floor, and then push away, straight out in front. And then bring it back to the starting position. Palms together over the heart. Open the palms like a book. Look at your palms, then bring the backs of your hands together, fingers towards your face. And then let the fingers drop down and push away. Straighten the arms out, push them away from you. Palms together, back over your heart. And then just let your wrists move in any way that feels good. Circling, figure eights, whatever feels good here. Flex and extend. We have to. Up and down. And shake them out. Good. Now inhale, arms up high to the sky. Fingertips pointing up. And exhale, hinge from your hips, not your waist. Come forward with a flat back until you can't come any far forward without rounding. Pause here, take a breath in. Align your ears with your arms and then exhale and melt forward. Round your back over your legs. Oh, feel that delicious first forward fold of the day. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Your feet can be relaxed for now. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Let the belly expand with the breath, and then let the breath move up to the lungs and the upper lungs. And then exhale in the opposite direction. Drawing the navel in on the exhalation, emptying the lungs completely. And that's our 3-part yogic breath, Durga Pranayam. Reach the arms out in front. Take another big breath in. Exhale, slowly come up. As you exhale, you'll feel the lower abdominals engage to support your back in any position. And slowly lower the arms back down to your sides. Bring the feet towards you and shift to come up onto your feet into squat. In your squat, you can, if squat is difficult for you, you can sit on your blocks. You can bring your feet really wide apart like I am. Let the tailbone drop down and then start to lengthen your spine and the crown of the head up. So pay attention to the shape of your spine here. It should be more or less straight, flat. You can press in to the insides of your knees with your elbows if that feels good, to give a little inner thigh stretch. Deepen the breath. Aware of the feet, the ankles, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks, the pelvic girdle, the pelvic floor, lower abdomen. On your next exhale, bring your hands to your floor and lift the hips up. Heel toe the feet a little closer together to parallel. Let the head drop down so the crown faces the floor. Knees are a little bit soft. Walk the hands over to the right side, outside of the right foot. Nice stretch in the side body on the left. And come back to the center and go over to the other side, stretching the side body on the right. Conscious breath. Conscious awareness of the body. Come back to center. Inhale, hands to shins. Flatten your back. Press the crown forward. And the bottoms of the pelvic bowl press back. Knees are still a little bit soft. No locking the knees. Big breath in. Exhale, bend and touch the floor. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms out, up and overhead. Ooh, big, welcoming breath. Fingertips reaching toward the sky. Let's move into our helicopter twist. So spread the feet a little wider and let the arms twist out to the sides. Nice and relaxed, like wet noodles. Keep your gaze straight ahead and let the arms continue to twist. Slow it down. Come back into your mountain prep. Feet about hip width apart, maybe a little closer. Arms alongside your body. We're going to do the hara breath. So we're going side to side and breathing out with a ha. Continuing, waking up the third chakra, the area above the navel, also called the solar plexus, the area of your power, where your power and your strength emanates from throughout your whole body. And then release that and start to shake it out. Shake everything out. Arms and legs. Noticing how your arms and legs feel, noticing how your hips feel, how your back is doing today, your neck. And now coming back into mountain prep. Gaze down, see if your feet are parallel. Bring your arms alongside your body. Sense the balance of your weight over the feet, over the full surface of your feet. So imagine 4 corners of each foot, big toe, little toe, and outside and inside of your heels. Close your eyes so you can sense it. Knees remain just a little bit soft. You can open your eyes and gaze out in front of you, inhaling, arms rise up overhead. Tadasana, mountain pose. Fingertips point up toward the sky, palms face each other. Squeeze the legs. Gently squeeze the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen. And then allow a lot of space for your breath. Moving into the grounding and connecting breath, where you draw earth energy up like a big straw through your feet, up into your body, right into the center of your heart. And exhale, earth energy out through your heart, up through your arms and fingertips up to the sky. Connecting to sky and universe. Breathing that sky energy back down into your body, through your fingertips, into your heart, and exhaling it down through your body, through your feet, back into the center of the earth. A few more breaths like this. Breathing here with steadiness and ease. Effortless effort. Feeling your strength, connection, and steadiness. Bring the palms together. You can interlace into temple mudra with the index fingers pointing up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the hips out to the left as you bend over to the right, keeping the top shoulder stacked over the bottom shoulder. Gaze down at the floor, straight out in front or up toward the sky. Standing half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Strengthening the obliques, the legs, the arms, shoulders. One more breath here. Exhale, press up. Take a deep breath in here, the top. And as you exhale, press the hips out to the right and extend, bend towards your left. So bending the left side, extending the right side, reaching the fingertips away from the shoulders. Grounding and pressing down through the right heel and the outer edge of the right foot. Keeping the body in one plane, top shoulder stacked over bottom shoulder. Deepen your breath, 3-part yogic breath. And on the exhale, press up. You can interlace the fingers and press the palms up and away. And exhale, lower them out in front. Stretching the palms away and then bringing the chin to the chest, opening up through the upper back, letting the shoulder blades spread apart. And exhaling, lower the arms down by your sides and take a little rest here to experience the effects of Tadasana and Ardha Chandrasana. Move, shake, or stretch in any way that feels good. Excuse me. And then we're going to come back into mountain prep. Getting ready for Utkatasana, known as chair pose or strong pose. Inhaling, bring the arms straight out in front, shoulder height. Exhaling, bend hips, knees, and ankles. And let the arms float up. If that feels okay for your shoulders, bring them up alongside the ears. Gaze down, you should be able to see your toes. If you can't, shift your weight back into your heels a little bit more. Deepen your breath. See if you can lift your toes a little bit off the mat. One more breath like this. Now as you exhale, this time lower your arms so that they're shoulder height, and now shift your weight onto the balls of your toes and lift the heels. Balance work in Utkatasana. Set your gaze out on the floor, a few feet in front of you. Sanskrit word for that is dristi. Set your dristi, it helps you balance and focus. One more breath here. Exhaling, lower the heels down. You can straighten the knees and lower the arms to your sides. Start to walk the feet apart. Nope, scratch that. Bring the feet back together. If you have blocks, you might want to put the blocks on either side, one block on either side of your mat, like I have mine. And we're going to practice tree pose, Vrikshasana. So begin to shift your weight onto the left leg. And now you can take your version of Vrikshasana. You can do kickstand. If your balance is really off today, you can put the balls of the toes on the floor, heel on the inside of your ankle, or you can place the bottom of your right foot on the inside of your calf, below your knee, or maybe above your knee. Bring the palms together over the heart. Set your drishti. Fronts of both hip bones point face forward. Draw the knee farther out to the side. Press the foot into the leg. Press the leg back into the foot. Slowly let the arms rise up like branches. Open your fingers wide. Take in the sunlight. Deepen your breath. Feel a gentle lift in the pelvic floor and a firm band around the lower abdomen. Allow the abdomen to be flexible enough to take in a big breath and expand, yet still support your back, your spine. Grow roots through your standing leg. Connect to the earth. Reach up with your fingertips. Connect to the sky. Feel yourself as a tree. And on the next exhalation, bring the palms together over the heart and lower the foot down. Take a moment, be consciously aware of the effects of Vrikshasana on the one side. Feel the flow of energy. How the quality of the energy is different on the left side versus the right. You just shift your weight now onto the right leg and find your Vrikshasana. Set your drishti. Grow your branches. Both hips point forward. Draw the left knee out to the side. Find your ease. Feel your effort and then let go of it into effortlessness. Lift the pelvic floor. Feel the belt around the lower abdomen supporting you, and draw earth energy up through your roots, through your trunk, and then send them up as an offering through your fingertips to the sky. And bring in the sunlight into your fingertips. Let it light up your whole body. Strong yet flexible. As you exhale, lower the palms together over the heart. Lower the foot. Lower the arms. Take a resting breath. As you exhale, release all tension. And then begin to step the feet wider apart, preparing for Trikonasana into Ardha Chandrasana. half moon. So triangle pose, point the left toes to the left side. And then the right toes in at an angle. If you were to draw a line with the front heel, it should intersect at the arch of the back foot. Inhale, bring your arms up, shoulder height. Maybe bring your feet a little wider apart, straighten the knees. Big breath in. Exhale, pivot your hips, press your hips toward the back of your mat. So to your right, I guess. And then reach with your left fingertips as far forward as you can. And when you can go no farther, pivot the arms, left hand to your shin, the floor or the block, and right arm reaching up high. Top shoulder stacked over bottom shoulder. You can bring your gaze to the floor, straight out in front or up toward the sky. Feel the rib cage rotating. As if you were going to face your heart toward the sky. Deepen the breath. Bring a conscious awareness to your solar plexus just above your navel. That's the third chakra. Manipura, your power center. The color is yellow, and the Bij mantra sound for that chakra is Ram. You can chant or just listen. Ram, Ram, Ram. Increasing prana, life force energy in the third chakra, powering you up for your day. Optional Kapalabhati breaths here to move the energy around. Exhale, bring the right hand to the right hip, bend the front knee and step the left foot in a little closer to the right. Find that block on your mat. Bring your left hand to the block. Big breath in, and on the exhale, lift the right foot up off the floor. Flex the toes, press the right heel back behind you. Find your balance here in this version of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. You can stay right here, or you can let the right hand float up toward the sky and start to open up to your right side, letting your gaze follow. So the advanced version is to gaze up at your fingertips. Meet yourself wherever you are today. If you fall out, like I just did, come back in again. Take a rest if you need to. Keep both legs engaged. Feel the heels pressing left into the earth, right back behind your body. Deepen your breath, expand your heart, open up like a star. And on the exhale, bring the right hand to the hip and the right foot to the floor. If you're just starting out, that pose is challenging, so be patient with yourself. Take a nice, lovely forward bend here. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up, overhead. Palms together, lower the palms over the heart, and step back out. I'm going to take Trikonasana on the other side. Point the right toes to the right. Left toes in at an angle. Check your alignment. And then inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Left hip presses back toward the back of the mat. Right hand reaches forward as far as you can. And pivot the arms, coming into triangle pose. Don't lock that front knee. Keep a little bit of softness in the bend there. Set your gaze down at the floor, straight in front or up. Left shoulder stacked over bottom shoulder. And again, bring your attention to your third chakra, just above your solar plexus. Envision the color yellow. Bringing energy to your power center with the Bij mantra sound Rum. 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 Kapalabhati, exhaling forcefully, inhaling passively. And releasing Kapalabhati. Lowering the left hand to the left hip. Step the left foot a little closer to your right, to the front of the mat. Place your hand on your block. Begin to shift the weight onto the right leg. Keep your gaze down to start. Left leg lifts off the floor. Press the left heel back. Let the left hand float up high to the sky. And then slowly begin to stack that shoulder over the right shoulder. Work your gaze on the floor, out to the side, or up toward the hand. Open up your heart like a star. Shine bright. And when you're ready to come out on the exhale. Left hand to left hip, and then to the floor. And lift the left foot. Slowly lower down alongside the right. Take a resting breath and forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to floor, and then come down onto all fours. Bringing the wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Cat-cow stretch. Breath in. Exhale, draw the navel toward the spine, arch the back, drop the chin to the chest. You can even curl your toes under and stretch the bottoms of your feet. Lift. And release back down, come to neutral, and then on the full exhale, drop the belly down, tailbone turns up, and gaze up. Back to neutral, and then up into your cat pose. You move through the flow, cat and cow, at your own pace, moving with your breath. The next time you complete a cycle of cow, come to neutral. We're going to do balance beam. Let the right arm float up straight out in front and kick the left foot back behind you. Gazing down at the floor. Hip bones point down at the floor. Flex the toes. On your next exhalation, bring the elbow toward the knee in toward the elbow. Exhale fully. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, bring them together, elbow to knee. Exhale completely. Inhale, stretch it out. Last time, bring them in toward each other. And lower, hand in each of the floor. Float the left arm straight out in front. Right foot kicks back. Breath in. Slow breath out, holding here. Making sure you're not sagging through the trunk. You're keeping the abdominals engaged. On your next exhalation, bring them in towards each other, elbow to knee. Slowly exhale. Inhale, stretch it back out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Last time for the exhale, knee to elbow. And lower down. Take a little child's pose here. We're going to bring the knees wide apart for wide knee child's pose. Big toes together. Sit back onto your heels and press the arms and the hands forward as far as you can reach. Let the forehead come down to the floor. You can take it over to the left with the arms. Back to center and over to the right. Coming back up onto all fours. We're going to move into Vashisthasana, side plank pose. Coming onto the left arm first, spread the fingers wide. Begin to shift the weight over onto your side. Now there's lots of variations of Vashisthasana. You can do with the bottom knee on the floor and straighten the top leg out. Straighten the bottom leg out and step the right foot in front of the left knee. This is a good place to start if you have never done side plank before. Other variations are stack the legs. Wherever you are, let the arm float up high. And you can also do tree legs, bringing the bottom of the right foot to the inside of the left leg and float the right arm up and over the right ear. Lift the hips. No sagging in the hips. Deepen the breath. One more breath here. Exhaling, setting the foot down and coming back onto all fours. Take a reset here in table position. And then begin to shift the weight onto the right arm. Take your version. Place the left foot in front on the floor. Stack the legs or do tree legs. Float the left arm up high. Set your drishti to help you balance, focus. You may want to stretch the arm up and over the ear. Lift the hips wherever you are. Don't let the hips sag. And to come out, lower the arm, lower the legs down. And coming onto your heels now, sitting back onto your heels, or if you have knee pain, you can sit on the blocks, face the blocks under you. Good stretch for the quadriceps. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Coming onto the belly now, or back bend. Forehead comes to the floor, arms alongside the body. Now your arms for this pose, you can try it this way, and we can adjust if it doesn't work for a lot of people. Palms face down, and you rock and roll them a little bit under the legs. This is locust pose. That feels really uncomfortable. Just turn your hands so that your palms are facing up and slip them under your thighs. Forehead comes to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift the legs. Relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Feel the energy press down through the pelvis into the earth. Point the toes. Or you can floint the toes. So pointing the foot, but flexing the toes. Deepen your breath. Second chakra focus here, the sacrum, the pelvis. It's the area of creativity, sensuality, sexuality. The color is orange, and the Bij mantra is Vam with a V. Vam, Vam, Vam. Kapalabhati breaths are optional here. On your next exhalation, slowly lower the legs down and relax onto one cheek. Release the arms out. Feel the flow of prana moving through the body. Deep breath in, slow breath out. And bring the hands under the shoulders and push yourself up. Cross the right knee over the left and sit back. The legs out in front. Coming to seated staff pose. If you have a block, you may want to take your block. Preparing for Paschimottanasana, and move the flesh out to the side a little on your butt and connect your sitting bones to the floor. Feel the length of your spine grow up out of the sit bones, crown of the head pressing up. Gently flex your feet. Inhale the arms up overhead. Palms face each other, fingertips point to the sky. As you exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Come as far forward as you can before you need to round. Take a breath there, and then exhale, reach forward. And you can allow your arms to drop down wherever they are. Allow the forehead to come toward the block or towards your knees. Head to knee pose. Three-part yogic breath. Breathing in through the nose, fill the belly, fill the lungs and the upper lungs with the breath. Exhale in the opposite direction. Fully, completely exhale before you take in a new breath.
One more breath here in Paschimottanasana. Straighten the arms out in front again, palms facing each other. Big breath in. As you exhale, slowly bring your torso upright. Fingertips pointing to sky. See if you can sense the energy between the palms of your hands. Tingling, vibration, warmth. One more big breath here. And as you exhale, lower that ball of energy between your hands straight out in front of you. Bring the hands to the chest and the belly. So one hand to the heart, the other to the belly. And release. Finding your block and coming down onto your back. If you don't have a block, you can just simply come into your inversion, either at the wall, for legs up the wall, or just lift the legs. If you've got your block, place your block under your sacrum, the flat triangle bone at the base of your spine, and float the legs up. You can have it either on the lower level or the middle level, the block. And bring your arms out to the sides, palms up. Release your weight into the floor and into the block. And begin to flex and point your toes. Stimulate lymphatic drainage. And you can circle the ankles one way and the other way. And then allow your legs to come to stillness. And bring your attention to your central nervous system, beginning with the brain. So sense the brain inside your skull. Awareness of the breath and the brain. Allow the brain to soften. And moving down the brain to the brain stem, the back of your head, and down the brain stem to the spinal cord. Relaxing all of the tissues there. Following the spinal cord down through your vertebra. Past the neck, past the shoulders. Past the heart and lungs. Down past all of your internal organs, digestive organs. And lower down. Through the abdomen to the pelvis. The spinal cord. Nerves shooting off into the legs. Relaxing all of your nervous tissue. Breathe in, sense your brain, your spinal cord, and all the peripheral nerves. And then as you exhale, invite them all to soften and release. Slowly begin to bend your knees and put your feet back on the floor. Remove the block if you have a block. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock them a little bit side to side. Bend one knee and the other, and take hold of the outer edges of your feet. Drop the knees down toward the floor. Soles of the feet face up. Happy baby pose. Take a little rocking side to side here. Release the feet, hug the knees, and drop the knees over to the left. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm reaches out to the right side, palm up and gaze to the right. And lift the knees back to center and let them drop over to the right side. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left arm reaches out to the left side, palm facing up, and gaze to the left. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Let the left shoulder sink into the floor. And on the exhale, bring the knees back over the center and prepare for deep relaxation. Shavasana. Lying on your back, if that's okay for you. If you have a sore low back, you can place something under your knees, blocks or pillow or rolled up blanket. Let your arms come out to the sides, palms facing up. Neutral neck and spine. Breathe in and scan your body for any residual tension, discomfort. As you exhale, invite everything to soften, release, and let go. Allow your breath to be natural, and your mind to be open and free like the sky, with no center and no boundaries. If you have time, you can stay here in Shavasana for longer, for as long as you like. Otherwise, roll onto your side, make your way up into a seated position, maintain your relaxation. If you feel low energy today, you can place your hands, palms up on your knees, inviting energy in. If you feel overwhelmed, then
And you can place your palms down on your knees for calming, centering effect. Meditate for a few brief moments here on the breath. I do understand that for some, the breath is not an inviting thing or a safe thing to place your awareness on. So if that is the case, choose your own object of awareness and meditation. And join me now in just listening or chanting along to the sound Om to close yoga practice. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for yoga. I wish you all a wonderful day. Enjoy the beautiful weather.